So let's say for instance you are tracing for the MAF sensor. Okay, you just have to read the manual over here. Okay, let's see this said EFI main, okay, which means it's 4 over here. Okay, it's 4. If you calculate, it's 4 over here. 1 2, okay, 3 4. You can see that this was cancelled, meaning that there is no fuse over there. So if we should come to the fuse box, you can see this 1 2 3 4. You can see that there is no fuse over here. So this means that, let's say for instance this was the damaged fuse, this 30A, which is EFI. So you just have to locate it here, which is the first. This is it, the first. So you use your pin plier to pull off. This is how you do it. You pin, and once you pin, then you draw out. Hello everyone, you're welcome back to the channel. So you can see this over here, you can see this that we have right here. We call this fuse. This is fuse, okay, and these ones over here are called relay. If you look closely, you will see that it's written over there, relay. Okay, relay denso. So this is relay, this is fuse. So this fuse over here controls each part of these things that you are seeing here. We have the alternator, we have the MAF sensor, we have the coils inside, okay, and also if we should go into the vehicle, you can see that we have the screen over here, and we have the navigator. So this fuse controls each and every part of these things that I just mentioned. We have all this also. So the function of this fuse is just like to connect them both together. So right now, if I'm to on the ignition, you'll see that each and every part is on right now. Okay, each and every part is on, the screen is on also. Okay, so the main part or function of this video, the main aim of this video is to show you guys how to know if a fuse is bad. Maybe you can be driving and your car just went off. So as the ignition is on right now, you can see that we have the fuel over there. So if a fuse is cut off, and it will stop working, or a fuse controlling the screen will cut off and it will stop working. So in the video, I will show you how to know a bad or damaged fuse and how to replace a damaged fuse. So let's dive in. In some case, if you have a cut fuse, this gear lever that you are seeing over here would be stuck. It will not move to others like a reverse. It will just be stuck at the park despite you pressing the brake. It won't go over to reverse as a result of a cut fuse. Okay, so let's move to the fuse box. So before you do anything in the fuse box, make sure that the ignition is not on. Okay, so you just have to off your engine, remove the key, and then you move. So this can be done with a simple tools. We have the pin plier over here and the screwdriver, but most importantly we are using the pin plier over here. So like I said earlier, we have the fuse and each fuse is designed to do a particular work. Okay, so one thing you must know is that in some cars we do have double fuse. Mostly this comes with a minor fuse. We have a minor fuse over here, and inside the vehicle we have another fuse which sometimes could be the major fuse, and it's just located under the hood or under the steering. You can see this again. We have other fuse over here. Okay, so maybe if you are tracing a fuse or tracing something important, that let's say screen cut off, and you check the other fuse and everything is right, you just have to locate here and check if there is any cut fuse. So what we are going to move into next is on how to trace a cut fuse and replacement. So let's say for instance you are tracing for the MAF sensor. Okay, you just have to read the manual over here. Okay, let's see this said EFI main. Okay, which means it's 4 over here. Okay, it's 4. If you calculate, it's 4 over here. 1 2 okay, 3 4. You can see that this was cancelled. This was cancelled, meaning that there is no fuse over there. So if we should come to the fuse box, you can see this 1 2 3 4. You can see that there is no fuse over here. So this means that, let's say for instance this was the damaged fuse, this 30A, which is EFI. So you just have to locate it here, which is the first. This is it, the first. So you use your pin plier to pull off. This is how you do it. You pin, and once you pin, then you draw out. Then once you've pulled off, then you drop the fuse gently and then pick the fuse. So if the fuse is damaged, if the fuse is damaged, there is a little connection inside this fuse. So if the connection in there is cut off, that means the fuse is no more working. So how do you know if it's still connected or not? Let's see. So you can see that line U something inside the fuse. Inside, let me show you. You can see this U line inside the fuse. If this U line is cut off, that means the fuse is bad. Okay, which will trigger the MAF sensor not to work or the screen. So but if you check the fuse and you are still seeing the line connected, the line inside the fuse, that means it's good. So if it's good, what you just have to do is to locate the next fuse. Okay, we are just using this for an instance. So I said if for instance we are tracing the MAF sensor and the name is EFI. Okay, you can see this, just locate EFI. But if you don't know the name of what you are tracing, you just have to Google it. What is the fuse name of MAF sensor? Okay, and you will see it on Google. So you just have to locate the name over here. Let's say it's EFI. Okay, you locate EFI. You can see, if you watch the shape over here, you will see that the shape is as the same thing as we have over here. Okay, so if you've seen the name, you locate the fuse over here and you pull off. I say you pull off. So since you've checked and the fuse is correct or good, you just have to set back. But if the fuse is bad, you're gonna replace this. Okay, it's very easy to replace. Just have to go and purchase another fuse and then you connect back, you plug in back. Okay, but if it's urgent that you don't have any means to get another fuse, you can fuse round using a wire, and we call that a wire connection fuse. So this is it. It's just for you to wrap around the fuse. Okay, make sure you wrap around. It's just for you to make sure that when you've wrapped the connector, it will connect back to this. Okay, so any way you know that you do it to make both connect, just do it. That is how to do that. So after proper fusing, then you connect back. And then this first that you've replaced, after proper connection, you are good to go. So let's say if the screen of the map sensor is not working, after you've connected right or replaced the damaged fuse, it will start working and you are good to go. If the connection inside the fuse is still connected, that means it's good. But if you see something like cut off as it is, you sign like this and it's cut off, that means it's bad. So you replace or you coil with wire. You can see what they did over here. Okay, I showed you guys on how to do that. So once you just do that, you see, and sometimes this could trigger your check engine light to go off. Okay, it will just disappear. Then if you check, you will see that there's no current coming out from the ignition coil. Okay, so but sometimes after you've done that, then it will start igniting back. Also, maybe if you didn't see the particular or designed fuse that you are looking for at the front, at the hood, you can locate the ones under here and then you can trace also. Okay, you remember the way I showed. If you put off, you check if the connection inside the fuse is still connected, that means it's good. So that is how it is, the simple way to check if your fuse is bad or the simple replacement to a fuse. Hope that was helpful. See you guys in the next video.